I have watched hundreds of marriages fall apart in silence, not because of infidelity, not because of money problems, but because of one sweet little slogan filled with poison. Happy wife, happy life. You have heard this saying thousands of times, am I right? From your father, from your friends, even from the pastor at church. Today, I am going to say one brutal truth straight out. That saying is the dull blade slowly killing your marriage. It is choking your bedroom one night at a time. And worse, it is killing the man inside you. I know what you are thinking at this very moment, but I have sacrificed my entire life for the family. I have given in. I have catered. I have done everything. So why does your wife still turn her back every night? Why are her eyes no longer burning with fire the way they used to? Sit down, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because what I am about to say is going to hurt. But it is the pain you need in order to wake up. I used to be that wife, so I understand it deeply. I used to look at my own husband with contempt in my eyes, not because he was a bad man or because he was poor, but because he had lost his backbone. He nodded yes to every single thing I demanded. He swallowed every personal opinion down into his stomach. He turned into a faded shadow inside his own home. And I, without even realizing it, began to feel disgusted by that. Here is the truth that nobody dares to tell you. Women do not crave a man with no spine. We cannot desire a man who only knows how to say yes, ma'am. Our reptilian brain is not programmed to work that way. Let me take you inside the psychology of a woman. When you agree to everything, I do not see love. I see weakness. I see the fear sitting inside you. I see a little boy trying to please his mother. And no mother on this earth wants to sleep with her own son. This is a biological reaction, not a rational choice. Now we have to dig down to the root of the problem. American society has been lying to you for 50 years. Television, movies, self-help books all teach the same lesson. A good man is the one who always keeps his wife smiling. A model husband is the one who never argues, never pushes back. They have turned you into a free emotional ATM machine. She slides her irritation in. You dispense submission out. On and on, day after day, year after year, until one morning you look in the mirror and ask yourself, the man I used to be, where did he go? I need to stop and make one thing very clear. I am not talking about men who are being physically abused by their wives. If you are being physically harmed, please call a crisis line. I am speaking to ordinary couples out there. The gray-haired husbands and wives sleeping in a cold shared bed. The men, over 45 years old, who have lost their direction in life. You are not alone. There are millions of men, just like you. Now I am going to expose the 4 behaviors that are destroying you. The 4 traps that you yourself walked right into. The first trap I call the yes, honey syndrome. Your wife wants to repaint the kitchen for the 3rd time this year. Yes, honey. You pick whatever color you like. Your wife wants to take a vacation while the bank account is running on empty. Yes, honey. I will find a way to come up with the money. You think you are avoiding exhausting arguments. But the truth is, you are teaching her a lesson. The lesson that your opinion has no value at all. The lesson that you will bend in any wind that blows. And a woman, even while her mouth praises you for being so accommodating, in her heart feels nothing but boredom. The second trap is the performer of happiness. You come home from work after 12 hours of crushing stress. Your boss just screamed in your face during a meeting. The mortgage on the house is pressing down on your shoulders. But you walk through the door with a smile as bright as a daisy. Everything is fine, honey. Do not worry about a thing. You think hiding your pain is how you protect the family. No, you are killing real connection between the two of you. Your wife senses the fakeness in every single gesture. She knows you are hiding something heavy from her, and the invisible wall between the two of you grows thicker by the day. The third trap is the silent accountant inside your head. I call it the invisible debt book inside your heart. You wash the dishes, you take out the trash, you drive the kids to school, you bring home flowers for the anniversary, you massage your wife's feet, and inside your head, there is a calculator running non-stop. You stack everything up onto an imaginary scoreboard. You believe that by nighttime, you are going to collect your reward. That reward, of course, is sex. Am I right? But she turns her back, and you feel completely betrayed. I have to say this straight to all of you right now. Sex is not a coin you pay for a service. The moment you treat it as a transaction, it dies on the spot. She can smell that calculation on you from miles away, which is about kilometers away. The fourth trap, and this one is the most dangerous of all. It is the man afraid of the emotional weather inside the house. You just slid your key into the lock. Your heart is already pounding. You open the door, and the first thing you do is what? You scan your wife's face like a military radar system. Is she frowning? You switch into red alert mode. Is she silent? You start pulling your hair out. What did I do wrong this time? That sentence goes off inside your head. You handed over the remote control of your own life. You placed it into her hand without even realizing it. Her mood is now the weather forecast for the entire household. Whether the sky is rainy or sunny depends on her facial expression. This is not a marriage. This is an emotional dictatorship. Now I am going to show you a real piece of research. In the year 2022, the journal PNAS published it. This is one of the top scientific journals in America. The study followed thousands of couples across many years. Their conclusions shattered the saying, happy wife, happy life. The husband's satisfaction matters just as much as the wife's. When the husband is not satisfied, the marriage falls apart just as fast. Science has proven that you are not a supporting character. You are one critical half of this equation. Now, I want to introduce a deep psychological concept. The therapist David Schnarch called it differentiation, the ability to keep your own identity while inside a relationship. Picture two trees standing side by side. Each tree has its own roots, its own canopy of leaves. They stand close together, shading each other as they grow. That is a healthy marriage. That is mature love. But what you are living right now is something completely different. Two trees fused tightly together as if glued shut. Your roots have wrapped themselves around her roots. When she trembles, you tremble along, with no other choice. When she withers, you wither right alongside her. Schnarch called this a toxic and dangerous state of emotional fusion. And sexual attraction needs the exact opposite of that. It needs two clear poles, masculine and feminine, distinctly separate. When you melt into her, the two poles disappear. No more pull, no more desire, no more fire. Only two aging roommates left in a quiet house. I need you to listen to the next part very carefully. Happy wife, happy life is not only destroying your bedroom, it is eroding the soul of the man inside you. A woman cannot desire a man she does not respect. And respect does not come from unconditional submission. Respect comes from clear, firm, hard boundaries. When you have no boundaries, you have no value. When you cannot say no, your yes means nothing. Do you know what she sees when she looks at you? She no longer sees an equal partner in life. She sees a child who needs to be cared for and coddled. She is forced to play the role of mother in the home. She has to make every decision, big or small, all on her own. She is exhausted. She is drained. She is resentful. And let me say it one more time so you remember it well. No mother wants to sleep with her own son. This is not me saying harsh things just to chase clicks. This is the naked truth that every therapist already knows. So what do we have to do now to break free? First, you have to stop trying to fix your wife's mood. That is not your job. It never was your job. You are not the maintenance engineer for her emotions. She is a grown woman, fully capable of handling herself. When you try to fix her, you are actually insulting her. You are telling her that she is too weak to stand on her own feet. Second, stop using your wife as the compass for your life. You have your own mission. You have your own goals. You have dreams that you never got around to chasing. Am I right? Go back to them. Light the fire under them again. A man with a mission is a man who is magnetic. She is going to look at you differently. I guarantee it. Now I am going to give you a concrete action plan. These 4 steps you can start doing tonight. Step 1. Set up a 10-minute decompression after work. When you arrive home, do not march straight into the kitchen. Do not scan your wife's face the way you used to do. Sit in the car for an extra 10 minutes or step out on the porch. Breathe. Let your brain shift from work mode into family mode. Then walk into the house carrying your own energy, not the energy of reacting to her anymore. Step 2. Practice saying no in the calmest tone you have. I am not telling you to be rude or harsh. When your wife brings up something unreasonable, look her in the eye and say, "No, I do not agree with this, honey." Do not give 5 or 10 sentences of explanation to justify yourself. Do not apologize for refusing. You have the right to refuse. The first time, she will be shocked. She might even get angry. By the third time, the fourth time, she will begin to respect you. Step 3. Communicate directly about your own needs. Do not hint. Do not suggest. Do not make her guess. You want intimacy tonight? Say it straight out. You need 2 quiet hours on the weekend to watch the game? Announce it. Do not ask for permission like a little boy. Masculine directness is what a woman craves the most. Step 4. Separate sex from the silent scoreboard. Burn the invisible debt book inside your head. You help your wife because you want to help, not to trade for something. If you do not want to do it, say no honestly. When you stop trading, that is when desire has room to come back. Healthy sex comes from 2 free human beings. 2 people who respect each other, not 2 debtors. Before we wrap up, I want to talk to you one-on-one. Yes, the man over 45 years old who is listening right now. You have lived half of your life on other people's terms. You were a good son, a good employee, a good husband. For the other half, you have the right to live for yourself. Do not let happy wife, happy life bury you any longer. Do not let 20 more years go by and look back full of regret. The man your wife fell in love with all those years ago, where is he? He is still inside you. He has only been sleeping. Wake him up. Starting today. Starting right now. If this video touched something inside you, hit the subscribe button. I will keep bringing more deep analysis like this. Leave a comment about your own situation in the comments below. I read every comment, and I respond to many of them. Now, I want you to turn off this video and sit in silence. Look into the mirror in your bathroom very carefully. Look into the eyes of the man looking back at you, and ask yourself one single, completely honest question. Inside the house you have been living in all these years, are you truly the captain holding the wheel of the ship, or are you only a slave rowing the boat for someone else's emotions?